Hi everybody and welcome to Off the Cuff, episode 19. Thanks for the fanfare, that wasn't expected. This week, in my continuing quest to find low-calorie and low-carbohydrate alternatives, I'm revisiting something I did back in episode 4. Back then, I did a pepperoni pizza with a cauliflower crust, and it came out really good. It was low-cal, it was tasty, but I have to admit, making that crust was laborious. It was. And I've since found another recipe for a cauliflower crust. It's not mine, and I'm going to show a link to it at the end of the episode that is so good and tasty and easier to do. You're going to love it. So I figured I'd better do a twist on the pizza. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. We're going to do a twist. Now, back 20 years ago when I lived in New York, across from where I worked, there was this amazing pizza place that I can't remember the name. They had almost any and every pizza you could imagine. And one of their best ones was a breakfast pizza. It had cheese, sauce, scrambled eggs. It had sausage. It had bacon. It was incredible. It was also $30. That was 20 years ago. So that's going to be my healthy twist. I'm going to do a breakfast pizza on a cauliflower crust, and I'm going to use turkey bacon and turkey sausage. And it's a great way to celebrate episode 19. Oh, come on, really? What? Can't you change that? Steal it again. I dig it. Let's go. Here's what you need to make your crust. 2 cups of riced cauliflower. Now you can grate this yourself or you can buy it in the supermarket in a bag. I prefer to do it myself. You need 1 cup of grated hard cheese. You can use Romano, you can use Parmesan. I used a really nice aged Parmesan. It adds to the flavor. And 1 egg. That's all you need to make this crust, and it's a lot easier than last time. Now for our toppings, of course you need pizza sauce. I'm going to the bottle brand. You can use whichever you like. I'm using mozzarella cheese. That's right, mozzarella cheese for cheese, yes. Now bacon, I'm choosing turkey bacon, as I said. You can use regular bacon if you want. I'm using a turkey sausage, a hot turkey sausage. You can use beef or pork, whatever kind of sausage you desire. And since it's going to be topped with scrambled eggs, well, 3 eggs. And that's going to be the topping to our breakfast pizza. Okay, now we have to get the water out of the cauliflower. This is key. The drier this is, the better your crust comes out. Last time I almost burned my hands squeezing all the hot water out. You don't have to do that anymore. This is going to be really easy. I'll show you. Let's put the cauliflower in. And we start drying it out. I'm not using high heat. I'm using medium-high to start. And I'm going to bring it down. Yeah, we're not going to be cooking this exactly, but we do want to, you don't want to burn it, so make sure the heat isn't too high. We do want to make sure that all the water kind of boils out of the cauliflower. This usually takes about, 3 to 5 minutes, something like that. You just want to make sure that you get all the water out. I have it on medium now. And just continue to do this until it is done. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. This is dry enough. Now it's time to combine our ingredients into the crust. First, the cauliflower, the cheese, and the egg. And just mold it into the crust. And you know, it helps if the it helps if the cauliflower is just a little warm. It helps the cheese melt and form the crust a lot faster. Well, there we go. Now it's ready to press it into a crust. So take a cookie sheet and make sure you line it with parchment paper. Not wax paper, parchment paper. This will withstand the oven, and you'll actually end up cooking your finished pizza on this too. Take your mixture and plop it on in, and now just form it into a crust. It can be any size you want. It can be any shape you want. I'm going traditional round because I failed geometry. No, I did not. I'm going to make this, I think I'll make it a rhombus. That's what's going to be. This is going to be a rhombus crust. I have a friend who makes a killer isosceles. Maybe I'll have him as a guest. Yeah, I gotta tell you, there's nothing worse than having a bad pizza. Yeah. I had a friend, Walter, once. He got a bad pizza. He really freaked out. Yeah, but that story didn't have a very happy ending. Now you want it to be about, a 1/4 inch thick. It's not a perfect circle, that's for sure. But you know what? It's going to taste just as good. There we go. Now into the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. The oven has been preheated to 400. Let me just slide that in. And now I'm going to make the sausage, make the bacon, and scramble the eggs in preparation for the breakfast pizza. So the turkey bacon is going to go in the air fryer for 10 minutes. We're going to do 5 minutes at 360, then turn it over, and then 5 more minutes at 360. The turkey sausage are going to go in the air fryer for 7 minutes at 360, then we're going to roll them over, and 7 more minutes at 360. Okay, the bacon and the sausage are done. Oh boy, sausage. And that bacon is done. It's going to be crispy. Our crust is done, and this is what I mean by firm. Look at this. Yep. So much better than last time, so much easier. Now let's assemble this sucker. Okay, now we put the toppings on the pizza. That's the best part. Let's start with the sauce. Now, my considerably done bacon. And you can crunch it up a little bit. Like I said, if you don't want to use turkey bacon, you can use, I guess the word is real bacon. So we got our bacon on here. Lace sausage. I was going to use 2 sausages, but I'm just going to use 1 because that's more than enough. The scrambled egg. Cover the whole thing. And finally, the cheese. And now in the oven for about 10 minutes at 400. Okay, time is up. Oh man, breakfast is served. Here is the finished product. Alrighty then, there we have it. A breakfast pizza. Low cal, low carb. Now, I call this show Off the Cuff for a reason. Because, well, I try to be spontaneous when I'm talking to you. And also, I don't like to pre-make stuff. I will admit I did pre-make the crust. I just want to make sure. But everything else, first time. So if I was going to do anything over, I might not cook the bacon as long, but it's still going to be crunchy. It's still going to be tasty. And I can't wait to taste this right now. This brings me back 20 years. And see, here's a test. If the crust can hold up all that, that's a good crust. And now the taste. The sausage, the bacon, the egg, the melted cheese, and the crust is outstanding as long as the sauce. Wow. You know what else would be good with this? Swiss cheese. I didn't think of it. I used mozzarella. Oh boy. See, it holds up. Man, this is really, really good. Now here's the secret thing. This crust is really easy to make. You can make it and you can freeze it. Then in the morning, you just pull out the crust, which is, you know, the most labor intensive, put the toppings on it, put it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes. There you go, real quick. You can really send the kids off to school with something yummy, or you can even do it for yourself, like I'm doing. And remember, you can get really creative with your ingredients. Anything you would have for breakfast, or even anything on a pizza, you can do olives. Onion would be good. That's good for breakfast too. Knock yourself out. Well, thanks again. And oh, by the way, thank you to Chef Buck. And up here, well, actually, it's going to be up here in the corner. I have a link to his videos. He's fantastic. And if you're not on YouTube, I want to put a link to his URL at the end of this episode. Bye. See you in 2 weeks. So now I'm going to make the bacon, the sausage, and scramble the eggs and